Kate Daly Show. I'm just going to say that and slowly walk away. The show starts now.
I was born in a cellar at home, delivered by Dr. McGraw. We had one bedroom for my sister, myself, and my parents. We had a half bath and a kitchen. 7.5 years we lived in that place. There was no welfare. There was no food stamps. There was no safety net. But I always had plenty to eat. Because every time I asked for seconds, my dad would say, no, you had plenty. But the reason I was born with a silver spoon, my dad had only gone to the 3rd grade. That's all the education he had. But why was I born with a silver spoon in my mouth? Because I was taught by my parents that life's a matter of making choices, wherever you are, good or bad, because of choices you make. Don't blame anybody else, but if you get an education, you're willing to work and overcome problems and difficulties in this great country, you can amount to something. That's why I was born with a silver spoon. I was in this country and I was taught personal responsibility for choices you make.
Well, amen, Coach Blue Holes. Amen. I love that.
Sounds like a lot of work. It's easier to blame somebody else.
It sounds like somebody realizes what it is to be an American.
Yeah.
How it's supposed to work out there without the huge and heavy and weighing dose of socialism in pretty much everything we do now.
Yeah. If only it was like it used to be, where we didn't demand instant success. We were willing to have some patience and work for it.
Yeah, like step up, work a job, like
learn
McDonald's,
something.
and then you know that you're going somewhere else because that's probably not where you're going to land and raise 5 kids. And it's funny when people say the way back or what it used to be like, it was a mindset. It was a mindset. And the mindset was, man, I've got to do a lot to get ahead. Yeah. I've got to do a lot to be a good dad, a good husband. I've got to do a lot to be a good person in this world. It's all on me. I've got to step up. Now, not so much.
No, now we have people that believe that making hamburgers is a career and should pay $200,000 a year.
Yeah. It is. It's really interesting. I was looking at a quiz, and the quiz was, how socialist are you? So it piqued my interest because I'm like, okay. Now this is mainstream. Okay. Should the state simply cease to exist? That was the question. Should the state simply just cease to exist? Okay. One of the answers was yes, with an exclamation. Then it was, no, the warlords will kill us all. And then the next option was, no, then the market will kill us all. And then the next one was, only if I get to be either one of the warlords on the right side of, or on the right side of the market. Okay. So then it started to kind of get interesting because they asks this question and it says, what's the best solution to climate change? It doesn't ask, is man-made climate change real? Or is it fraudulent? Or they started on a basis of a lie that basically says man-made climate change is real. So therefore, here's your 4 options. Okay. So this is the question. What's the best solution to climate change? As if it's real. Here you go. Nationalize all means of production, then simply stop using carbon-intense fuels. The next one was carbon dividend. The next one was Green New Deal. And the next one was innovation is the only option. This is the kind of thinking. This is where this is what's messing us up so bad. This is why it used to be, it was ideology in the past as far as what the role of government should be. And now it's so divided. And people over here are going, well, I just want my America back. I just want the people, where the whole the majority mindset was normal. Personal responsibility, normal. Now it's, we're going to lie to you. We're going to give you a lie. We're going to get you to think this. And then here's your options, which are all lies. But here's your options to choose from. And turning people into a little socialist, into this, because it goes on. It has all these questions. None of the questions are actually rooted in a fact, right? Like, what sort of car do you drive? I don't believe in cars is one of them. I generally use transit, but when I drive, it's either something really old or something electric, or a Tesla. That's the third answer. Fourth answer is Hummer. So it makes it seem like if you choose the Hummer, you're the bad guy.
Yeah.
This is what's messing us up. It's messing up our kids. It's messing with our heads.
It's yeah.
You've seen a lot of conservatives turn into mini socialists, and they don't think they are.
No, they
That's
don't.
the scariest thing.
And what invariably happens, conservatives will be conservative as long as it's something that affects the other person.
Mm-hmm.
But the minute it hits home, all of a sudden it's, well, why aren't the rich people helping me?
Right.
Where
are they?
Or, my child got in trouble and nobody's there to help them.
That's demanding entitlement, though.
Yeah.
That's an entitlement thing.
Yeah.
I deserve the rich person to help me.
So the one person said, okay, my son needed help paying a deductible, a bill. And it was a small amount of money, a couple $100, but they couldn't afford to pay it. And their complaint was this: if the government is helping illegal immigrants buy homes, get free medical care, blah, 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 then why shouldn't my son get it? Well, two wrongs don't make a right.
Right.
You're right. The illegals shouldn't be getting that help. Yeah. But that doesn't mean your son should be.
And when the son signed up for the insurance, they knew the deductible.
Right. It's not like they didn't even, they weren't refused care, but all of a sudden, over $200, I'm now a liberal progressive,
And everyone's got to pay for it.
Right.
Otherwise, nothing's fair.
And the rich are greedy, or some rich person would stand up and pay this.
Right. But in a state of personal responsibility, you sign up for insurance, you know what the deductible is, because oftentimes you can choose that.
Right.
And then so you take the risk or you don't. It's like owning a business. You're the one taking the risk. One of the questions on here was all the people should be part of the board. The workers should be part of the board. No, the workers didn't take the risk.
No.
The business owner did. And in this case, it's you're taking the risk of something happening. So you have insurance and you know the deductible. Well, you've got to pay that. That's your personal responsibility. It's just gone. It's just lost in this country. The idea of that.
Yeah.
It's scary.
And in this survey, there's a question. Is health care a right?
Right.
The first answer is, of course it's a right. The second answer is, health care that is free to the point of need is right. So if you can afford to pay your own medical bills, good for you. You're going to pay them. But if you can't, we'll take care of it for you. Then another answer is,
a little socialist.
No, it's not a right, but it is the only ethical choice for a society to provide.
Socialism is moral.
Yeah. And finally, no, it's not a right, but providing it can be a good investment.
So there's no option to pick.
No, there's no option that says no.
No, or personal responsibility is the answer here.
No.
Here is one where it says, how do you feel about communists? You're going to love this. Number 1, they're great. I can't make this up. Number 2, they're utter idiots, but currently less dangerous than fascists. Okay. Number 3, they're like that embarrassing drunk uncle who I hope people realize I can't stand. They're just an embarrassing drunk uncle. Don't look here. It's nothing. That's how they view communists. And the other one was, I hate them. So of course I picked, I hate them.
Yeah. Well, then you're a hater.
Well, I'm a hater. I mean, you're right. This is the kind of stuff that people are getting hit with and indoctrinated by and brainwashed by, that you start off with a fallacy. And then you hit people with, here's your 3 doses of socialism, and you're going to pick one of those because you don't want to be the bad guy that picks number 4.
So this question I liked. What is a good example of socialism doing a good job? Now,
so they're starting off with a question that socialism is good.
Yeah. What is the good? So the first answer is socialism doesn't do a good job because it doesn't go far enough. Or
wow. Okay.
Literacy rates thanks to free elementary and secondary education. Yeah, so we have a 42% literacy rate because of our free socialist education. Deceased maternal and infant mortality thanks to broader health care provisions.
So because of socialism, we have more mortality.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or the mortality rate, I'm sorry, is less because of socialism.
Right.
Okay.
And decreased
just wanted to get the message.
Decreased pandemics because of sewers.
You know, we could do so many shows on the content of these questions, on the brainwashing of America and how it really happens. And it's literally stuff like this is, starting off with a lie, boom, there's your answers. And the people aren't going to notice that. There's going to be a lot of people that don't notice what they're doing.
There's one that I absolutely agreed with.
Mm-hmm.
Where would you say socialism went wrong? Mm-hmm. It didn't turn into communism.
Oh my gosh. We have a problem, America. This is our problem. It's in how we're educated. It's in what we think, and it's in our mindset. Lou Holtz had a great mindset, and it was, we did it ourselves. We were poor, and we brought ourselves into a situation where we weren't poor anymore because we had opportunity. The opportunity is not equal for everyone. It doesn't have to be equal for everybody, and everybody listening knows this. And it's so amazing that our youth are getting this. This is the kind of crap they're served up in high school. Right here.
Yeah.
This is the kind of stuff they're teaching your kids. And it's changing their mindset. And now their mindset is, what can the government do for me? Right? What can the government do for me next? Where am I going to, what favor can I get? What thing can I get? It's amazing to me how we have turned it into that. Instead of, it was that not ask what you can do, right? But what you can do for your country. But the thing is no, it's what can you do for yourself? What can you do for yourself? Bring yourself up.
Yeah.
Educate yourself, make your own decisions, personal responsibility, do the religion you want. Everything should be an individualistic choice that you get to make.
Yep.
Be right back. Kate Dalley Show.
Hey, this is Stephen Gage again with Garage Doors Only.
Hey, peeps, what's crack-a-lackin'?
Crack-a-lackin'?
Yeah, you're not the only one who can talk all hip.
Okay, Steve. We want to announce that Garage Doors Only was just voted Best Garage Door Company in Southern Utah for the 6th year in a row.
6 years in a row?